A lot of fans wearing lavender tonight here.
Ladies, want a clean fight. Damas, quiero una pelea limpia. Touch gloves, todas las manos. Good luck to both of you. Buena suerte a los dos.
So in the NBA tonight, Milwaukee won a thriller in overtime over the Nets to take the series in the Eastern Conference semis. We've got a championship to determine here. Sports Center will be coming up. Give you all the coverage of what happened in the NBA and the College World Series tonight once the College World Series game on ESPN finishes up. And then we will be moving over to ESPN. Of course, you can always enjoy Top Rank Boxing right on the ESPN app. Round number 1 of Mikaela Mayer's first title defense. Tim, you mentioned that she may be in tougher than people realize. She realizes, she made the comment this week saying Farias is tough, she's durable, and she's going to be able to take shots. She's not going to go away and be an easy out.
No, she's not, Tess. Nice right hand from distance from Mikaela Mayer. She's going to have to establish her jab from the start, opening bell now. She's doing a good job moving, working her hands at the right distance. Farias will try to sneak over the top with her right hand against Mikaela Mayer to take the jab away from her.
Speaking of the jab, Trey, first thing you notice when you see these two sized up is the 5-inch height advantage for Mikaela.
Yes, and she's taking full advantage of it in this first round, as she should be. And, you know, when you look at Farias, typically for a veteran, when they're facing an up-and-coming fighter or a new champion, they don't respect them, and you have to earn their respect when you fight. And that's what Mikaela has to do in here against this veteran.
See, Mikaela slightly quicker, but it's going to be about timing for Farias. She's going to have to pick her opportunities the right way, and every time you see Mikaela let her hands go, you need to expect something to come back from Farias.
And typically, it's going to be that overhand right. That's her bread and butter.
There we go. Step back. Box.
It's an interesting career path and choice at this stage at 36 years old for Farias to take on this challenge. We'll talk about that when we come back to Vegas. Round 2 of our world title fight. Mikaela Mayer, the champ, coming out against the former 2-division world champion in the black with red, Erica Farias. So, guys, Farias wins a title as a super lightweight, wins a title as a lightweight. Right, so she's 135. Oh, she catches her going straight back.
She's hurt.
Farias caught Mayer in between a combination with a clean left hook on the chin.
So a good moment early on in round 2 for Erica Farias.
Timing beats speed. That's what it's going to be about for Farias tonight. Punching at the right time.
Well, what I was saying there, she wins at 135, she wins at 40, and now she moves down to 130 pounds, and she got on the scale at 128.2. She's 36 years old. That's the lightest she has been since her 7th pro fight back in 2009. Yeah, that is not the norm for any fighter.
You're right.
At 36 years old.
Yeah, it's not recommended either. You know, you typically don't go down once you've gone up, unless you were forced up out of your weight class for some reason. Doesn't seem to be the case with Farias, but so far, so good. She looks sturdy.
I honestly think that she was just chasing opportunity. That's why she went up in weight.
Well, she gave us a pretty concise explanation. She said, I didn't give myself a fair shot at the higher weight classes. She said, things will be a lot more even at this lower weight for me.
And she also told us that she was able to produce most of her knockouts at this lower weight class.
She did.
Combination from Mikaela.
Ooh! Mikaela got buzzed right there for a split second. You saw her get stopped in her tracks with that overhand right.
A good second round from Farias. He's looking for that overhand right again. Mikaela Mayer had a 12-9 connect advantage in that second round, but it was the left hook from Farias early on that got everybody's attention. We'll show you what happened there. Was not as clean as it may have appeared in real time, as Farias comes with the left hand, gets a little bit of the shoulder, and that's cuffing. Wasn't that clean? It just sent Mikaela off balance and going straight back, and then later the work with the 1-2 from Mayer.
But Tess, I'm going to say something. That forearm to the chin,
it still hurts.
That buzzed her.
Yeah.
It looked like a clean shot in real time, but that buzzed her.
Doesn't have to be the glove to hurt you.
And that
doesn't have to be the glove.
And that also, with that being said, influenced the judges.
But that wasn't the only left hook that Farias landed. So Mayer has to switch up her attack because that's where she kind of gets into this rhythm of just doing the same thing over and over. So a veteran like Farias may not be able to match you punch for punch, but they'll pick up on that and they'll try to time you in between your shots.
Veteran trainer Al Mitchell wants to see steady work rate from the jab. He just reminded Mikaela after that second round. He's coming off of that 10-round unanimous decision against the previously undefeated former champion Eva Brodnicka. She had been 19-0. That was last October when Mikaela won the title.
And what I mean for Mayer is she walks forward, she kind of comes in at the same pace, and she'll throw that jab right hand, sort of the same combination, the same way. She needs to feint and look like she wants to do something. Maybe throw something not as hard and then follow that up with a harder shot. That's going to keep the veteran off balance.
CompuBox numbers that we've been tracking with Mikaela Mayer through her title win last fall had her throwing just over 51 punches per 2-minute round that is utilized in women's boxing. Early on here, she's thrown 31 punches, 40 punches, 31 punches again in that last round. 24 of 102. Farias 21 of 124.
I think Farias needs to keep doing what she's been doing. Give Mayer different looks. Sometimes attacks, other times move, because Farias has good legs. Make Mikaela come to you and then keep trying to land your shot in the combinations in between Mayer's shots.
In Farias' corner, they're concerned about the long right hand of Mikaela Mayer. So her trainer, Jorge Cali, wants her to keep her guard up, and he also wants her to double up on the jab.
Reminder, busy night in sports. We had a thriller in the NBA of Milwaukee winning in overtime against Brooklyn. For complete coverage from SportsCenter on that, you can go to ESPN News. There's College World Series between Arizona and Vanderbilt. That is in the bottom of the 12th. That's on ESPN right now. We're going to head over to ESPN when that ends for our championship fight with the Monster in a way. And of course, right here, the action continues. Round 4 of 10 with Mikaela Mayer and Farias.
The biggest issue for Mikaela Mayer is that she's working and sitting there admiring her work. What she needs to do is work, take a walk, change positions, because Farias is going to be looking to counter.
Uy, suéltalo. Atrás, atrás. Backs.
Right hand from Mayer.
Left hook from Farias.
And a left hook from Farias comes in again. And another lead left hook.
Time.
Round 5 here in Vegas. Joe, Tim, and Dre Bernardo ringside, the theater at Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas. Good pace set early on from Farias. She has thrown 26 more punches than Mayer to this point. And she's coming off a career-long 17-month layoff at 36 years old.
See Farias picking things up in this round, not overthinking, just attacking Mayer. And she had some success.
Right uppercut came in from Mikaela Mayer, and then the right hand behind the jab, and now Mayer willing to pick up the pace and exchange a bit.
When Mayer throws her combinations down at the right proper distance, they're beautiful. The problem is sometimes she falls in, and when she falls in, she gets return fire.
And Farias is bundled up, hiding behind those gloves, looking for an opening in between the shots of Mikaela Mayer. Just like that. She's looking, even though she's getting hit, because she wants to land that shot right there.
Left hand to the body from Farias. Mayer's had the more effective punches in the first minute here of round 5. And now working that jab. Boy, fat with that right hand. I think there would be a countering opportunity there for Mikaela.
Got some blood coming from the nose.
There's the uppercut again. Well, that uppercut will cause that, won't it, Timmy?
Yes, it will. That's the shot that Farias is open for, is the uppercut. She's the shorter opponent. Mikaela's the taller opponent, and Farias is leaning forward, putting those earmuffs on. You split the guard when you see your opposition. In this case, it's Farias. Keeping her hands high.
Back.
Lead uppercut as Mikaela Mayer is shooting the jab. Beautiful shot right there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I did, and I had to show you at home. Beautiful shot.
It was the last round that was the most productive of the fight for either fighter, as Mikaela Mayer was 21 of 54 punches, a 21-10 connected advantage. 18 of the 21 landed were power punches. She had good work in that last round, Andre. Show us what you liked.
Mikaela Mayer fought like the champion in this round. Farias had some moments, but you see Mayer not giving in and pushing to get her punches through. The punches that land when you got the longer arms and the longer reach, that's where Mikaela Mayer needs to live.
She's a proper range, Dre. That's all it is. She gets a proper range. There, that uppercut again. Mikaela is dangerous when she's at the proper range.
Because if Farias gets too close, she can land those sneaky uppers and left hooks like she likes to land.
Nice body work right there from Mikaela. Digging with 2.
Good body-head combination from Mayer.
Great variation of combinations from Mayer.
Mikaela Mayer has not abandoned her jab all night. She's been on the jab and has been setting up everything that she's landed to this point. I know Coach Al is happy about that.
See that lunge right there? There's an uppercut available for Mayer. She just got to be calm enough and be willing enough to see it. It's there for her. Right uppercut.
Mitchell thinks he's found the key to breaking down Erica Farias, and that's going to the body. So he asked Mikaela Mayer to pick it up here in round number 7.
She's landed 19 body shots to this point, but we have heard Bernardo. We've been listening in like you, and past couple rounds he's been talking about the combinations. I want you to finish with that hook to the body.
Farias is going down to the body herself. You know, sometimes we fighters, we copycat. So if we getting a hit to the body and it's hurting, then we go to our opponent's body, and that's what Farias is doing. Match body shot for body shot.
Suéltala. Break. Step back. Step back. Box.
I heard the corner say right uppercut for Mikaela Mayer.
Tried to place that straight right to the body that time. Trading on the inside, Farias was able to get between punches for a moment. Back to the jab for Mayer. Doubles it up.
See, Mayer trying to get control of the space. She's trying to get control of the ring, so she's walking down Farias right now. Behind her jab, the right way. Stand behind the knee and following up at times with the right hand to the head.
She just did that behind the double jab and then went to the body in that last exchange as well.
She's doing the right thing. If you're bigger, faster, and stronger, and you're getting a reaction from your punches, it's time to step it up and try to get Farias out of there.
Farias just went upstairs, closing moments here of round number 7. Great fight venue here in Vegas. Capacity crowd, back to full capacity at the theater at Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas. The first of our 2 world title fights tonight. Round number 8 scheduled for 10. You see the total punches through 7 rounds, and you see the champion Mikaela Mayer with a 70-58 connect advantage. There was some news, guys, in women's boxing that came out today, and that is the World Boxing Super Series saying, hey, we want to collect the talent at 130 pounds. Of course, the Irish star Katie Taylor is just north as an undisputed champ at 135. You have Mikaela Mayer, who's the marketing dynamic presence in the women's game, right in front of us here. Delphine Pursoon, who's well established. Amanda Serrano, who's just south at featherweight. So at 130 pounds, that could be the landing spot to get a lot of the best fighters in the women's game together for a tournament.
I'd love to see it. I've been a part of one, and you cut to the chase. You don't just spend 3-4 years for everybody to fight each other. We put the best that you can put in the tournament. Fans would love to see it, and it would benefit the women in that weight class and just women in boxing, period.
Mayer looks good here in round number 8.
That's what I was about to say.
Split the lane with a right hand. Uppercuts are coming in, and she's having her way now against Farias.
And what Mayer's showing us, she has another gear. And that's what you always want to see is when the time seems like it's right, can you go to that next gear? And so far, it looks like she can do it.
Now you're seeing it here in round 8.
Let's go. Box.
Good overhand right from Mayer right there.
Nice.
Look at how fat some of these punches are from Farias when she does throw. It's big and wide.
Well, she's fatigued. She's taken, a decent amount of punishment, so she's worn down at this point.
It's a dominating round by Mikaela Mayer. Right hand comes in, left hand, the hook, uppercut. Oh! Mikaela Mayer has momentum here with 6 minutes to go in her first title defense of her world championship. Her 76-year-old trainer, former U.S. Olympic team trainer Al Mitchell, just told her Farias cannot fight backing up.
Facts.
Back her up.
Facts, and that's why it's important to be a complete fighter, and that's what you see in Mikaela Mayer. She's a complete fighter. She can box from the outside. She can also get physical in the inside and push her opponents back.
79-73 on Andre's scorecard, all but the second round that went to Farias. That's when Farias opened that round up with a left hook, but Mayer has been in complete control.
Wow. Look at that. Hit the right side, came over with the left hook. Great combination right there from Mikaela Mayer. Leading with the right hand, coming with the left hook.
Suéltala. Atrás, atrás. Muévete para atrás. Box.
Mikaela Mayer has just been too much for Farias tonight, but Farias is still trying. You got to give her credit. She's taken a good amount of punishment tonight, and she's still trying to land some big shots.
Suéltala. Muévete para atrás. Box.
I don't think fans really realize how many exit doors come to your mind when things start to get rough in a boxing ring. There's a lot of ways you can get out of there, and Farias hasn't taken those. She's still fighting.
She is tough and determined, and you spend 5 minutes with her, you realize that. We had a great visit with Erica yesterday. Came in with her team from Argentina.
Toco los guantes, last round. Touch him up. Let's go, box. No lo agarra. No lo agarra así, ¿ok?
Welcome to Vegas, and everybody who saw the thriller in the College World Series. And this is the theater at the Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas. And what perfect timing. You can come to us in the 10th and final round of the U.S. Olympian and the marketing dynamo, the undefeated Mikaela Mayer, in control here in her first world title defense against the former 2-division world champion Erica Farias. Joe Tessitore, Tim Bradley, Andre Ward, Bernardo Osuna with you. This, the first of our 2 world title fights. In just moments, you're going to see the destructive knockout power of Naoya Inoue, a.k.a. the Monster. He is the 3-division world champion. He will be making a title defense against Michael Desmarenas. What's impressed you tonight, Tim, about Mikaela Mayer?
The fact that she can make adjustments. You know, she started off kind of flat. You know, Farias is having her way in spots, landing big overhand rights and uppercuts. And she found the proper distance and found the key in beating Farias, and that's pressure. Using her jab, coming behind with her jab, a strong jab, digging down to the body and bagging up Farias.
Final last hope for Farias. And Mikaela Mayer is going to have a lot to celebrate. Farias was game. She was tough. She gave her all at 36 years old and coming down in weight. But Mayer just continues to enter her prime. At 30 years old, the WBO super featherweight champion, having won the title last October.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds here inside the Virgin Hotel Las Vegas, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Eric Cheek scores the bout 97-93. Max DeLuca and Lisa Giampa both score the bout 98-92. For your winner by unanimous decision, and still WBO Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Mikaela Mayer!
Mikaela Mayer is 15-0. Could be big things ahead. A lot of talk of possibly a tournament of the stars among the women in and around 130 pounds. She keeps the belt, her first title defense, and she does it in good form.